So coincidental timing that this video comes at the time of Prismatic Evolution's release day. So let's talk about that first. Prismatic Evolutions is impossible to find, like I said it would be, and like a lot of people said it would be. But there were a lot of people that were also like, oh, I'll just wait till it's, released, because it's not even released yet. I'll just go to Walmart or Target and buy it. So Walmart, nothing. Target, I've seen some people able to get some stuff because they had limited quantities for purchasing, limited like 1 or 2 Pokemon items per person kind of thing. Walmart, no restrictions whatsoever. Shelves wiped out immediately. You have to like know a guy or just sit there and wait. GameStop, kind of the same thing, like stand there in line. I called my GameStop like 30 minutes after it opened, and when she answered the phone, she didn't even wait for me to say anything. She said, "Hey, this is your local GameStop, whatever. We are completely sold out of Prismatic. How can I help you?" I was like, "Wait, you're sold out of what?" And she was like, Prismatic Evolutions, the Pokemon. I'm like, okay, that's what I was calling about, so thank you. And that was 30 minutes after opening. So to get any sort of GameStop stock, you're going to have to sit in line. In any local big box store, you're going to have to stand in line for a long time and know when the stock happens, which is super unfortunate for the hobby. But that's where we're at right now with the boom and TCG Pocket making it crazy. Everyone's getting into it again. Crazier bubble than COVID ever was. And if you want to find it at your local game store, your little card shop in your town, you'll probably end up seeing it after their first wave anyway. If they didn't sell it all, or if they canceled pre-orders because of how crazy it got, you'll end up seeing it at like $100+. And even with all these, Walmart stocks and everything, I don't see the boxes dropping below like $90 ever, pretty much. Like, it's gonna be crazy. If they print this into the ground, I think we're still looking at I don't know if it'll get to retail, is all I'm saying. And this isn't to hype it up and to get people to pay scalper prices or anything. Like, it's just the way that it's gonna happen. Everyone loves evolutions. It's Evolving Skies 2.0. Everyone sees where those cards have gone, where they were to begin with. Like, the Moonbreon was like $300 for a while, and then now look at it, it's $1,500. So this is the second Moonbreon. So where is this one gonna end up? It's already at like $1,700, I think, last sold. Like, that's the market for it right now. And the other evolutions are at like $700. And obviously, it just released today, so those prices could go down a bit, but they could also go right back up to those prices after a while anyway. So I also don't think the problem is with scalpers. I wouldn't blame the scalpers. Like, obviously they hurt the hobby. Ripping and shipping is so popular now. I am a rip and shipper, a reseller. I primarily do Japanese though. So I have a distributor, I reach out to him, I get product, I can then sell it here for market price, or do rip to you hits, fun different things, instead of just, selling the boxes straight up. And instead of like going to the local store, buying it and then scalping it, because I think that's completely different than reselling if you actually have a distributor. So I think the blame should definitely fall on the Pokemon company and distribution, English distribution, because either English distribution is holding out and hiking up the prices just so that they can make more, which, by all means, whatever, free market, capitalism, or they're just trying to please more and more shops that are requesting distribution, which I'm literally one of those shops that has requested distribution, but I literally haven't heard anything back, and I have some capital to actually like go in with, and still haven't heard anything back. But there are already established physical stores that don't primarily do Pokemon that are requesting Pokemon products because of how crazy it is right now, and they see the profit potential. So distribution has been spread across so many different stores now that it's harder to find the product in the stores that you want to. And then those shops are also price gouging the product. So if you can't find it at Walmart, Target, wherever, like big box stores, GameStop, you're just not going to find it at retail, which is, again, super unfortunate. But of course, we can also talk about Battle Partners, which is coming out next week on January 24th. I still don't know if I'm going to have that on release day or if I'm going to wait until after release, because release, like pre-release, is so expensive. It's like $100 per box or something absolutely crazy, which I could probably profit off of, but I don't know if I want to do that, because then, you know, you're selling it for like way more than it's worth, essentially, because the boxes should be at like $45, but because we're in this boom, they're $100, and that's pre-release prices. But like Terrestrial Festival, that was like $40 from distributors when it was first like released, first announced. But then TCG Pocket came out and everyone went crazy. I completely blame like the Pokemon craze on TCG Pocket, honestly. But anyway, Battle Partners, super cool set. You get your trainers back. They just leaked an Articuno card, which you can see here. And they have a whole bunch of other cool ARs that have been leaked. The full set list has been leaked, except for the like SRs, SARs, stuff like that. But I believe we have a lot of the ARs and the full like commons and uncommons and stuff like that. But I am hyped about that set. I am going to go in heavy on that one for the stream. Probably sell that really well. Every new set that I sell sells very, very well, especially as I've grown to like this size. So that should be fun. I'll probably do a lot of Rip Till You hits. And for those that don't know what a Rip Till You hit is, you have an auction, someone will pay for it. Typically like 30, 40 bucks, depending on what set it is. And then you can set whatever the Rip Till You hit is, whatever the hit. So I typically do for standard sets like Battle Partners, it'll be Rip Till You hit AR or SR. And there's 3 ARs guaranteed per box and 1 SR or SAR per box. So it's 4 rips per box, if you will. So you have to like price that accordingly and make sure that you still profit. Some packs have an AR and an SR in one pack, which will kill profits, but it's also like fun for the buyer, you know. And it's not super common with most sets, so it's still a cool way to sell though and to buy. So I'll probably do a lot of Rip Till You hits, Rip Till You hit AR or SR, and then have like, I don't know, 10, 20 boxes at a time that are just like in the buy it now shop for people to buy, and they can ship it or rip it, you know, either way. Ripping is always more fun, but with 30 pack boxes like this, it does get a little tiresome on the fingies. But yeah, still don't have any English distribution, you know, which sucks for the English collectors in my community that I've built. I probably have like 40 or 50 regular buyers. They don't buy like every stream, but I remember their names and like, you know, who they are. They buy from me a good bit, which is really cool. But yeah, I still am working on English distribution. All I can do is buy product at market and then like sell it to break even on that product, which really doesn't make any sense like business wise, but it does make sense growth wise on the platform because I can still have products for people. I still do giveaways semi-regularly, probably once a month. I'm doing a Prismatic Evolution giveaway currently. That is going to drop on January 25th, I believe, is when the winner is announced. But yeah, I'm just going to keep focusing on Japanese cards since I have a distributor there and I can get product still. The market's still crazy. Like, it's high, but I can still profit at least off of it. So, and I'm trying by the end of this year to do this full time. I've seen the growth that I've had just since May of last year, and if I can actually just put more and more time into this year, I'm really hoping I can start doing this full time by the end of the year. So we'll see.